Hello guys, it's me, Jones here, back again with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be rating all the Aberdeen players from 2021. So yeah, sorry I can't do like a picture on the side. It's because I tried it didn't work, so I have to do a voiceover. So yeah, obviously you can see players along the bottom there. So yeah, let's get into this. Obviously, I'm using this tier maker. It's very good. I've tried it a few times. First, we've got Ethan Ross. Now I'm going to put him in average. Obviously, he's been out on some loans, so yeah, I think he'll do with an average. Next we've got Matty Longstaff. Now I'm going to put him in poor because obviously realistically he was the one that gave away the goal against Dundee United. He's been recalled by Newcastle, so yeah, I'm going to put him in poor. He hasn't been playing very well this season for Aberdeen. Next, we've got David Bates. I'm going to put him in average. Actually, I'm going to put him in alright. He's been alright this season. Obviously, he was at Hamburg, didn't play much. He's supposed to fill in for Andy Considine, and I think he's done an alright job of it, actually. So yeah, I'm going to put him in alright, the alright category. Next, we've got Bruce Anderson. Now, he's obviously at Livingston. He didn't play very well so at Aberdeen, so I'm going to put him in average. Yeah, he played. The manager played him for some games, Derek. But yeah, Jonny Hayes, I'm going to put him in average. He was filling in for Jack McKenzie, who had been playing regularly. But yeah, Jonny Hayes. Yeah, I'm gonna change him to alright. He's done some alright performance, I guess. Yeah, next we have got Gary Woods. I'm gonna put him in average. Obviously, Joe Lewis is the number one, so but when he's got his chance, he's been playing all right. Next we have got Dillon McGinn. Now, it's a tough one with him because I'll put him in alright. He's been an alright play for us. Obviously, he looks a bit like Scott Brown. But yeah, he's not like Canty or anything. He isn't like top class, but I'm gonna put him in alright. Yeah. Next, we have got Lewis Ferguson. Now, I'm going to put him in very good. He's been a very good player for us this season in that midfield. Obviously, he was linked to Manchester United, Everton, Newcastle, Cardiff City, and obviously Rangers. So it's going to be hard to keep him in January. So, yeah. Next, we have got Florian Campbell. Now, the Swiss. It's a tough one to put him. I think I might put Florian Campbell. It's tough. It's either average or poor. I'm gonna put him in poor. He every time I've watched him when there was like behind closed doors matches, he was on loan at Aberdeen. All he does is try skills and too plain. He always loses the ball, so I don't think he's played very well when he was at Aberdeen. But yeah, next we have got Conor McLaughlin. Now, it's a tough one. It's either he hasn't had much game time this season. That's firstly what I'm gonna say. But when he has like come on and stuff, he's been alright. So I'm gonna put him in average. He's an alright player. Obviously, best friends with like Dean Campbell and stuff like that. because knowing him from the youth team. But yeah, he's a talent to look out for, I would definitely say. Yeah, next we have got Austin Samuels, and he hasn't had much game time, so that's why I prefer. So I want to put him in average. He hasn't had much game time at Aberdeen. He's obviously on loan from Wolverhampton Wanderers, with an option to buy. But yeah, I always get a picture with him. He's great mates with me. Like, he's a really friendly guy. But yeah, I've put him in average. Next, we've got Christian Ramirez. Now, he's been scoring all the goals for us. He's been bagging them in. It's either very good or the best. I'm going to put him in the best. Obviously, he's our forward. Him and Sam Cosgrove up front would be the deadly duo. But yeah, I think he's scored lots of goals. Apart from he's missed a tiny couple of chances. But yeah, I'm gonna put him in the best. Obviously, you can see very good. You can only do 5 players for very good, and next you can only do 3 for the best. Next, we've got Sam Cosgrove. Now, obviously, a very good goal scorer like Christian Ramirez. When Christian Ramirez didn't join, he was bagging in all the goals for us, all the winners and all the goals in matches. So yeah, I think he's all right. So yeah, it's a tough one where to put Cosgrove. Obviously, brilliant player. So I'm gonna put him in the best, because his goals is just phenomenal. He's a brilliant goal scorer, no doubt about it. Next, we've got Declan Gallagher. Now, came from Motherwell in the summer on a 2-year contract. It's tough with him. He hasn't played that good, if I have to be honest. But he's slotting in for Considine like David Bates. He's with like Ross McCrorie and stuff. He's had an injury recently, but it's tough, so I'm going to put him in average, an alright player. Next, we've got Matty Kennedy. Now, he's not getting any game time under Stephen Glass, but when he does play, he's obviously got the skills, came from St Johnstone, he's doing alright, so I'm going to put him in average. Next, we've got Dean Campbell, obviously best friends to Conor McLaughlin. Now, he's been good, if I have to be honest. He's been alright. So I'm gonna put him in the alright category. I think he hasn't been that bad. So yeah, alright. Next, we've got Joe Lewis. Now, last season he had probably his worst season. He was giving away goals, once saving anything. But this season he's doing very good. So I'm going to put him in the alright category. Next, you've got Jack Garratt. Now, he's been in the reserve team. You might see in Aberdeen versus Arbroath B team, my matchday vlog, he was playing at right back. So he hasn't been very well. Obviously started a couple games. Came from Atlanta, free agent. So I'm going to put him in poor. He hasn't played good enough. Next, we've got Tommy Hoban. Obviously, he was on loan at Aberdeen last season. He was on loan at Aberdeen before that as well, but he came back. Mixed emotions here with Tommy Hoban. Sometimes he could be alright, sometimes he could be terrible, sometimes he could be middle. It's a tough one where to put him. I'm gonna put him in alright. He's been alright. Next, we've got Kieran Tierney. I think he's obviously at loan at Kelly Hearts, which are doing really well this season. So I think he's one of the talents. So I'm gonna put him in average. He's a talent for the future at Aberdeen. So yeah. Next, we've got Calvin Ramsey. Now, he has been phenomenal this season. He's been linked to Everton, Manchester United, And he's definitely one that's really, really improved. Youngster, he's got a great future, so I'm going to put him in very good. I think he's got a really good career ahead of him. One of the best youngsters in the world he could be. Next, we've got Scott Brown. Now, obviously came from Celtic. He's been all right. I have to say that he's been all right. So it's either very good or the best. Obviously, the best you're only allowed to have 3. So I'm gonna put him in very good. I think in that he's controlling that midfield for us. So yeah. Next we've got Fraser Hornby. Now he was we looked a good talent coming in for us last season, but it just didn't work out. He didn't score any goals. If that I can remember, he just played poor, and he can play a lot better. So I'm gonna put him in poor. Don't think he played very well. Next we've got Greg Lee. Now, obviously he was at Aberdeen in the 2018-19 season, on loan, and then he left, and they came on loan last season, and he's been all right. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna put him in average. Yeah, nothing really to say about him. Next, we've got Ross McCrorie. Now, obviously came from Rangers he was on loan at us, and then he signed up. We had an option to buy for him, and we got him for 3 years. He's been all right. So I'm gonna put him in all right. Hasn't been that bad. Next, we've got Jack McKenzie. Now, the youngsters played, obviously. He's been left back ahead of Jonny Hayes, and I think he's done really, really well. Obviously, he's just came in and he's done a brilliant job for us. He's definitely our first choice left back. He obviously had an injury for a bit. He's definitely had an improvement. So yeah, it's a tough one where to put him though. I'm gonna put him in all right. Next we've got Callum Henderson. Now he came on loan from St Johnstone. Now he's at Kilmarnock. He played very, very good for us actually. He was scoring a lot of our goals, saving us last minutes. The Barton game, the Kilmarnock game, his first game, his debut. So yeah, I think he played very, very good for us up front. So I'm gonna put him in very good category, because I think he played really good. Next we've got Ash Taylor. Now the Welshman centre back. He mixed emotions for me again. Obviously, he was playing all right. If that's all. He scored. I remember him scoring a goal against St Johnstone on Boxing Day, I think it was, last year, and I remember going mad about it. I'm gonna put him in all right. He's been all right, Ash Taylor. Next we've got Andrew Considine. Now he's had an injury this season, but last season he was our first choice centre back. He's carrying us at the back. Without him, we struggle. We concede a lot of goals. Obviously, this season we have. But yeah, I think without him, we would struggle a lot, and we've obviously done this season. Obviously, losing to Dundee and Celtic. So I'm going to put him in very good. He's a very crucial player for us. Next, we've got the Welsh wizard Ryan Hedges. Now he's been phenomenal this season. The challenges for us is how to keep him in the January transfer window and the summer, because he's linked to Blackburn, Nottingham Forest, a lot of other teams. So yeah, I think he's one of our most crucial players, and he's been getting us a lot of the goals. So yeah, I'm gonna put him in the best, because he's been getting us the goals, and that's the most key thing. Next, I think we've got Jet. He's massive. He's absolutely massive. He's like a giant. Like, he's tall. Compared to me, I'm tiny. Like, so I don't know where to put him. I'm gonna put him in. All right. Next, you've got. I forgot his first name. Vertinon. Obviously, he's on loan. I think he's at Hamilton Accies this season. So yeah, hasn't really done much for the team. Last season he played a couple minutes, so we're gonna put him in. In average. There. Next and last but not least, we've got Dillon McGinn. Now, he's an alright player. Obviously, kind of got us a goal against Dundee. So I'm gonna put him in average. So yeah, he approximately got us a goal against Dundee, which was just good. We thank him for that, because if we didn't, it would have been 2-0. But yeah, I hope you liked this video. Please can you like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I make a video. See you next time. Bye.